am going live. I'm going to be making a recipe tonight called Garden Vegetable Sauté. So I figured I would go live while I make this recipe. Now this is my first time making this recipe. It's also my first time using the Veggie strip maker. So you might have to bear with me if I need a minute to figure something out, but it's all pretty simple stuff. So I am going to go ahead and get started. So I did some of the prep work already. Like I already picked my basil off the plant. I already cut my tomato in half. Got everything ready here. I already cut up some tomato here. So I'm just going to go through the recipe now. The recipe calls for one of this, one of that. I did a little more of each thing. So hi Barbie. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make some edits here and there to the recipe just because I wanted to make a little more. So I am going to get started. So the recipe calls for 1 plum tomato. Like I said, I already had part of one cut up here. So I'm going to go ahead and I just have myself a little bowl here just for my the parts that I don't need. So I am going to seed the tomato. So this is just 1 plum tomato. I'm going to go ahead and seed it. Alright, so I'm just taking these little seeds out in here because we don't need that. Alright. And then I'm going to dice the tomato. Alright, so I'm just going to do some quick cutting here. And this knife that I'm using is a tomato knife. It's pink, so May is Help with Cancer Month. October is also a Help with Cancer Month. And this month, this isn't. This was an old promotion, but this month right now it's the mix and chop. It's a pink and gray mix and chop, and then it's also an infusion water bottle. So, and they say Help with Cancer on them. So if you are interested in supporting the American Red Cross, you can purchase those, and $1 from each of those items that are purchased goes to them, and to help with cancer research. And they have already raised like over $12 million since they started doing this program. So it's a really good program. So if you want to do that, that would be awesome. All right, so I got the tomatoes all cut up here. So the next thing I'm going to do, it says to snip the fresh basil. I don't have the kitchen shears yet, so that's on my wish list. So I'm just going to give it a quick little cut. I don't think it'll be the end of the world if it's cut instead of snipped. But I do want to get those kitchen shears because I've heard lots of great things about them. So just going to cut that real quick. We also have the fresh herb mill and the herb freezing tray sets that are out. I don't have any of those either, but those are also other options for your fresh herbs. So I'm going to go ahead and get this over to the side here. Alright, so this is all the easy stuff. This is the stuff that I know how to do. Alright, so we got those ready. Now the next things are going to be to deal with the squash and the zucchini. And now this is the part I'm a little nervous about. I have honestly never cut a squash or a zucchini or done anything with them. I've never cooked with them. I've never done anything with them. So this is all new to me. So this was the tomato knife. It's serrated, so I was using it for tomatoes. So now I'm going to switch over to the Santoku knife, which is a little bigger. And all of our knives come with this sheath here, so you can keep them safe in your drawer. You're not going to reach in and cut yourself. So I'm just going to chop off the top and the bottom. Now, I will admit I did watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos before I attempted to do this because, again, I don't know what I'm doing here. So I just wanted to give that. Hi, Jen! Alright, and so while I'm doing this, I'm just going to say Jen is, she just signed up with Scentsy as a consultant for them. So her and I are going to be doing a combo party at some point in the future. So you can watch for that. If you love Scentsy and you love Pampered Chef, we're going to be doing that. Alright, so I got the tops and the bottoms cut off of these. The next step is to do the the vegetable strip maker, the veggie strip maker. Okay, so it's plastic, it's dishwasher safe, has grooves on here so you can fit it on the side of a bowl, or you could just, it has rubber feet so it's not going to move anywhere if you just wanted to do it right onto a cutting board or a cutting mat. So I'm going to do it into this plastic batter bowl here because I want to measure it. It's supposed to make 3 cups, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, So I'm going to start, it said the recipe actually calls for 1 medium yellow summer squash and 1 medium zucchini. I happen to already have 2 of these, so I just got a bigger one of the zucchini, whatever I could find, and that's what we're going to deal with. So I don't care if the ratios are off, that's fine by me. So this part is really easy. Now these, it will cut the veggies, but it's not going to cut you, so if you have kids that want to help in the kitchen, they can use this item. Okay, so you just want to slice, strip it down to the seeds, so you don't want to put the seeds in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to flip this around, because there you go, it would be better to have the handle. Alright, so wish me luck. Alright, so this is actually really easy, and because it has blades on either side, you can just go right back and forth and cut both ways. So, first, like, looking for the seeds, make sure that I don't cut into the seeds. Alright, so far I think I'm doing pretty good. So you don't have to peel these, you can do it right with the peel on. Yeah, Abby's running around here. She's getting into the pots and pans. So, alright. So now I can see that I have some on the top and the bottom of this where there's not seeds. I don't want to waste anything. So I am just going to make small little strips out of that until I get down to the seeds. Like that. And you can use this to make hash browns. Like if you like hash brown potatoes, you can use this to make those. You can just do potatoes, just, you know, holding them up tall to make little short pieces, and you can make hash browns that way. You can use, you know, just a zucchini and just make the strips and then add marinara sauce and some garlic, and you have spaghetti. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this. I am going to do this next one. So the first one went actually really easily, and I was nervous, but it actually turned out really well. So I'm just going to do some little short, oh, I broke it off, but it's alright. Like I said, you're not going to cut yourself, so. Alright. So I'm just going to keep doing this here. Oh. They're going into the seeds a little bit on that one. It's alright. I don't think it'd be the end of the world. They let anybody do this job, so I'm like. Alright. I think I'm getting some seeds in there. Alright, so I got the squash is all in there. I think I'm going to be making a little more than 3 cups worth, but like I said, I know that I did overdo this, so we'll see. Alright, so now we're going to work on the zucchini. The longer you do the strips, the longer the noodles are going to be. So I'm just doing some veggie strips here. Now, if anybody wants to order anything, my mom is actually doing a show for me right now. I wasn't going to have any shows scheduled at all for this week, so she said that she would help me out and do a show at the last minute, so I'm very appreciative for her to do that for me. So I've only been doing consulting for about a month now. So I run out of family and friends that are doing the shows for me, so I'm going to start really trying to look into other ways to get more people to do shows for me. So if I haven't bugged you about it yet and you want to do a show, just let me know. I will be forever appreciative, and you will get lots of free stuff. If you want Ariel, she can tell you all about how she just got a whole bunch of stuff for free to stock up her kitchen. She's very excited about it. So, and you get to spend a week with me doing a whole lot of fun games, and it is a lot of fun. So you win a prize, you win raffle tickets, you win bragging rights. So it is a lot of fun. Alright, so I'm just going to do again the end down here just to get down to the seeds. And then, alright, I think that's good enough. Alright, so I got all my veggie noodles here. Okay, so that's all the zucchini and the summer squash. Alright, and I'm looking at the recipe here on my tablet. So if you keep looking, see me look over there, that's why I'm looking at the recipe. as I said, I never made this before. So, all right, so we got that going. The next step is to head over to the skillet. So I'm just gonna grab my ingredients here and I'll be right back. All right, so we're gonna move over here to the stove now. Let me see if I can get you a better view. There we go. All right, so this is the Pampered Chef. This is like a wok. I actually bought this before I became a consultant. I've had this for years. I love this pan. It is my favorite pan ever. So I'm just gonna get this going on medium heat here. I'm gonna get that going. And then in the meantime, I am going to go ahead and add butter, 2 tablespoons of butter. Now, it was 1 tablespoon of butter for the original recipe. Like I said, I'm adding more, so I'm going to do 2. And then it's also 2 cloves of garlic. Now, this is our garlic press. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but this is amazing. You don't have to peel your garlic before you put it in. You just pop it in, squeeze it all out, comes all out, and then the peel, you just pop it out. There's a little tool here, kind of looks like a Barbie hairbrush. Okay, so you can use this end, the long handle end, to scrape in there and pull the peel out, and then this, the Barbie hairbrush side, fits exactly into these holes. So if you ever, on your garlic press that you have from some other company, if you have it where, things get stuck in the holes, this fits exactly into all the holes, and then you can just run it underwater, and that's going to get every single one of those holes cleared out for you. So my butter is starting to melt here. I'm going to grab my bamboo spoon. Alright, so I'm just going to get this butter moving around a little bit. And there's some in there now, so I'm going to go ahead and do my garlic. Alright, so I got the 1 clove in there. I didn't peel it, so I'm just going to squeeze that right in there. And it'll not include the peel or anything in there. Okay, and then like I said, take this the handle, and I'm just going to scrape that right off into there. And then there's the peel inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and one quick maneuver and pull that right out. Pop the next one in, and then squeeze that one right into the pot. There we go. All right. Heather's my assistant there for the evening. She's actually a consultant with me. So she just posted the link, the show link for my mom's party. So if anybody wants to order and help us out, like I said, there's the May Help with Cancer items, and then any of the items that I'm showing you here. And then also there's the whole catalog you can look through, and if there's anything that you're looking for that you want to add to your kitchen, you can do that. All right, and hi Terry. Terry is, she's a director over me, so I actually borrowed her 1 cup brick bowl, and her phone stand, so thanks. All right, so I got the garlic is going, the butter is melted. Abby's making some fun noises for me. All right, so let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and add the squash in. Actually, I'm going to turn this heat up just a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and add the squash in, and then once that's going, I'm going to throw some salt and pepper in there with it. And the recipe just calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a dash of black pepper. Now, I don't have the Pampered Chef grinder, salt and pepper grinder set, so I'm just going to use what I have. Still working on my collection. Abby's providing some noise entertainment in the background there. Alright, so I'm just going to toss this to coat it in the butter. So I'm just going to give this a little mix here. Alright. Just going to take a look at my battery life here, because nothing kills battery faster than going on Facebook Live, but we're doing good. Thank you, Terry. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let this get hot for a second. Alright, and then once this gets hot, then I'm just going to add in the tomato and the basil, and then we're going to toss it gently and let that get warmed up, and then that's pretty much it. So this is a very simple recipe. very healthy. So hopefully I like it, because like I said, I've never actually cooked with zucchini or squash. You're this noisy girl. All right. So, so again, if there's anything that you are interested in purchasing, I think anything that I showed you here today, if there's any item that you have more questions about, I'm going to show you these while we're waiting for that to heat up. So this is the silicone prep bowl. They come in a set of 3. They have lids that go with them, and they can nest with the lids on them. They're squishy. So the main good use for them is if you want to heat something up in the microwave and drizzle it, say chocolate, or maybe you make candy, you can use it for that. So you can, you know, melt your chocolate melts in there, and then, you know, well, we have a chocolate drizzler that is specifically designed for that, but you can also use this to do that because it does mold to, you know, be able to pour easily. And they are dishwasher safe, so, and microwave safe, obviously. So there's those. And then we have the 1 cup prep bowls. They do have lids that go with them. So if you want to prepare something for, you know, maybe you got a ceramic egg cooker and you want to cut up your veggies to go into your omelet the next morning, you can go ahead and prep that in there and then put that away. You could prep up a couple of days worth if you wanted. All right, so this is sizzling now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So it's definitely starting to heat up. I'm just going to give this another little toss here. It actually smells really good. You smell it, Abby? Yeah. All right. So that's going. So I think that's got some good heat to it. So I am going to go ahead and stir in the tomatoes and the fresh basil. So we can get that in there. Oh, that really adds some good color to it. All right. So we got that in there, and then this is the basil here. So look, so easy, you can do it one-handed with baby in your hand. Alright, so I'm just going to give this a stir and just get this heated up. Am I making everybody hungry? Did you guys already eat dinner yet? No, I'm hungry. Especially smelling this, it smells really good actually. If anybody wants me to come do a cooking show at your house, I can do that. I can make this recipe, or there's tons of other recipes. There's all kinds of stuff on pamperedchef.com. There's all kinds of recipes you can go there and look at. So if you're ever not sure what you want to have for dinner, you can just go in there, click on recipes, and there's so many different recipes. You can sort it by, you know, brunch or dinner, main dishes, side dishes. You can even sort it by which item that you have. So say if you have the, you know, the rectangular baker, you can look for recipes that are specific to that. So that is a great tool, and that's actually how I found this recipe, because I was just scrolling through and I was like, I want to use that veggie strip maker. I have that zucchini. I want to do something with it. So that's what I did. I just searched through the recipes until I found this recipe, and that was that. So this is pretty much done. There's nothing else left for me to do aside from remove it from the heat and serve it up. So hopefully, oh yes, Heather's right. You can look for a certain cuisine also. So there's tons of options on there for recipes. So I hope you enjoyed this. If there's anything that I can help you with, any questions you have, a video maybe you want me to do in the future of a different recipe, maybe something, maybe a cake, you know, as long as I have the equipment. If I don't have the equipment, I could probably borrow it from Terry, because I think she has every single item. So if, like I said, if there's anything I can do for you, I can help you with any of your Pampered Chef needs. So I appreciate you tuning in, and here's little Abby. Abby, wave bye-bye. Right here. Can you wave? There you go. Alright, thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to post and let you guys know how it turned out. Bye-bye. Alright, thank you. Bye.